Pokemon. And now we just play, right? At this point, just checking to make sure that I'm actually live. I think my phone is not working right. Okay, that's so good. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we can just hit play. Awesome. We're gonna play some Lycanroc. We love Lycanroc here. Lycanroc is pretty good. Don't. Okay. So now that I know that I have that fixed. Okay, awesome. Let's see here. Do I want to go first or second with this deck? I guess I want to go second because of like everything, because like Badoo and stuff. So I can Badoo lock. This is a not fun hand. Okay, thank God. I didn't even realize it didn't have a basic. This hand did not get better. I don't. Okay. Okay, so we are going second. Awesome. Sweet. Honestly, not too sure. Not. Ooh, so it's like two weird off meta decks. Okay. Alrighty then. I guess we're kind of just like I think we're doing okay. I mean, like I already know what he's gonna grab, right? Like he's grabbing those Noctowls and an Eevee and an Eevee. That's new. That's quite new, actually. I don't know if I've ever seen this list or this deck at all. Arvid is exactly the card we was looking for. Just not for Blender. Counter gain? I don't want to go about this. I guess just counter gain and Poffin? Right? Oh man, I should have grabbed Balloon. I'm kind of stupid for that one actually, because I could just Badoo lock him. Yeah, I think that's what we kind of have to do is just attach energy, retreat. Wish it was the rocky energy or spiky energy, whatever it's called. Guess we just had to attach that there. Retreat, go there. And counter gain there. And just kind of Badoo. Don't mind if I Badoo. Honestly, this is just such a weird matchup because like it should not. I don't know. It's just two weird decks. Like I don't even know what my opponent does here. Okay, so he milled a Rockruff. Awesome. Swing Night Stretcher. I don't think I want a Night Stretcher for yet. I don't know though. But I do know my opponent's hand is dead. So do I? I don't know here. Ooh, it's when you evolve. Did not know that. Okay, good to know then. That I just totally just screwed up. Okay, great. Yeah, I kind of do want to. I don't know here because like I want to get out of this hand, and that I just messed up is insane. So yeah, I need spiky energy like now. Spikes. Don't really want a stretcher here. I guess I could set up a monk. I guess I could have set up a Monkey Dory. Guess we'll just have to wait. Like, wait a turn. Which is fine. I mean, no big deals. Like, no biggies. This is such a weird matchup, though, because, like, I'm not sure what he grabs. I guess he just has to mill. Just keep milling. But I think I can kill his only Deino this turn. I can. Okay, sweet. So we can just... Yeah, we can just stretch her. Messed up. Nah, Jamie, I got this. Go there. Let's go ahead and hit a Venture Bomb. Awesome. We actually hit it. We'll go ahead and knock out the DNO. Yeah, we'll just play research. Stretcher for monkey. Okay, and we already played a supporter this turn, correct? I think so. Oh, no, the game just broke. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, what? Okay. Steal. None. Okay. I guess this game just does not like me. Alrighty then. Yeah, just having no spiky energy. Honestly, I think this deck just needs some Hilda. Hilda might be the play. Which I guess I can't counter gain now, which kind of sucks. But I can just stretch her to another Badoo. As well. I don't know. Also okay with that. This hand's kind of bad. Like, really bad. I mean, there's another Badoo, so can't complain too much. A Flareon. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've not seen this deck with a DNO in it before. Sweet, and my opponent passes. I just want to go and attach for turn. Poffin out that snow runt because we need to get our stuff going. What's Arven? Ooh, yeah, I think we just Arven for Blender, grab counter gain. That's true. That's true. I honestly would not have thought though. I guess it's also because you can snipe the bench, so it's a better. What am I thinking about? It is a much better. I don't want to discard here. I mean, other than 2 spikies. Honestly, I think spikes is all I need to discard. So I don't really need to discard anything else. That's about it. Just get those out of the way. Here, discard Badoo. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's just a little weird still. Because I guess you could use it as a better, what am I thinking? Wellspring Ogre Pawn. But you'd have to use it late game, though. I'm guessing my opponent's probably going to grab. Yeah, I'm so down. Crispin. Not what I was expecting him to grab. I was expecting. Well, I guess if he doesn't have the energy in hand, I was expecting Stadium plus Cyrano, so he can just go ahead and grab EVEX. See, he would have to grab EVEX, Latios, I don't know, some other EX. I guess Mew maybe for a draw. Honestly, still not even sure what I want to play for the cup entirely. I mean, it's going to be some form of Dango, but like the list, like I've been playing so many different lists online, and they've all been doing pretty good. I don't really like the Flareon though. I gotta be honest. Not having any damage. So I can find a boss. Boss would be awesome. Which I guess we're just trying to set up. A what? He just set up a Fez. That is so. That is so bizarre. I guess it's so he can snipe. I don't really understand that choice. Let's see. How do I want to go about this? Lycanroc. Yes, I would love to Spike Clad 2 energies. Counter gain. Frostlass. And don't attach the dark energy here. Yes, I have to attach the dark energy here. I forgot we was tied. Hit for 40. Alrighty. Awesome. Not much. I've not played this I've not played this deck much. I gotta be honest. Like first game, I've actually play tested with this. I've wanted this to be a deck for a while though. I like the whole Lycan Lock Rhine. Or said that wrong. Lycan Lock Rhine. Lycan Rock Line. Okay. Pidgeot. I just never realized he even played the Pidgey. Dang. Okay. Yeah, Pidgeot's so weird in this deck because it's good, but it's just so, I don't know, so odd. What is your list? Is it in the group? Because, like, I will 100% play it. I think, I like the one that I took to, I think it was Tournament of Doom. Which I was so happy I didn't make, like, I think they did a top cut. I was so happy that I didn't make top cut. Like, I was one game off because I hit Typhlosion. I was like, I'm just so ready to go to bed at this point. I was like, I'm so done. Like, it's not even worth it. I guess he's just going to try and set up a, yeah, either another EV. I just need, like, something in my hand right now. What cards are we down? Most of our energies, which that's fine. We're down one Rockruff. This plays, I think, either a 4-4 line or a 4-3 line. It's true. Like, I think it's, I don't know. I think it's still a good deck. Like, I think, honestly, all Typhlosion's missing is just pieces. I think once it gets those, like, once it just gets those pieces that it's needing, I think it'll be either the best deck in format or it'll be close to being the best deck in format. Okay, yay, air balloon. That is what we needed. How do I need to set this up? I can only do 20. I already know he's going to hit me for, like, just kill me here. So, like, at this point, he still has to have an energy attach, which that's not even that hard to find. Oh, wait a minute. That should knock him. That should force him to knock down. Meowscarada for one last run. I'm so down to see that because, like, you know I love Meowscarada. It's a great deck. I think it's always I think it always should have been a much better deck than what it was, especially with Zard so prominent. Like, and that's what I thought, but obviously not because I hit so many Dialga. And it was just not the time for that deck to shine, which kind of sucks. I should not realize he gets 3 cards off of Fez, too. I don't even care. I'm so okay with it on first stamp, because if he doesn't find anything, like, screw it. We will take a Venture Bomb, and we will definitely take a Tats. I tried to cook up a Meowscarada for one tournament. I don't know. I'd have to go check my, like, Limitless profile. But the entire list, it was, like, running, like, a poison package. Yeah, and I know I lose here. I lose here so bad. Yeah, I'm just going to... yeah, we're just going to concede this because I know I lose. Yeah, that was not a good... Meganium, Vitality Force, Venture Bomb, Monkey Dory, or Ignition. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely could. I think it could work that way. I know I sent it to the group earlier, but I was cooking up with Cloth or trying to get Cloth to work. This is how I did it. Is that I put Cloth in the Conkeldurr deck because I actually really like Conkeldurr. But with Cloth, this gives you like a turn 1 like attacker. Or close to a turn 1 attacker. And we're just running 2 Ignition in here. Which kind of sucks, but is what it is. I think it's fine, though. You know, like, I think it's okay. This is, I think this. Hilda, I think, is what needs to be in here. But I don't know. I'm not trying to overcook this like I do with, like, almost everything else. Let me see if I can find my. I've been playing a lot of Control, and then this is it. This list? It's not this list. There was a list I was looking at for cool or Typhlosion. It was running in Zoroark in it, and I think that might be how that deck has to cook. Because I think in Zoroark is a beefy enough, like stage 1 to stay alive, but at the same time, being able to discard that copy of Ethan, so like not having to find Secret Box, but just being able to go, you have 3 Ethan in hand, discard 1, draw 2 cards, you hit Ultra Ball, discard 2 other Ethans, you're already up, what it does, 60 per, right? So you're hitting for 220 on like turn 2 or 3 if you get lucky. And then this was the other way I was trying to, it was with the Dracloak engine. I don't know. I really like the deck. I think it's pretty fun. I hate seeing it online when I'm playing Dango. But honestly, it just needs more consistency. I think that's the issue. Like, it just needs a better way to find its pieces. That's not Pokemon. So, honestly, was wondering if that deck. It's going to sound really weird. Let me find it though. But there was the Eligim deck that was running around. I have to find it. I have so many decks in here that I've been trying to play. I don't know. Wall but funny and good. There's so many of these I need to name. Oh my goodness, I was playing it like literally the other day. Oh, it's because I scrolled way too far. Okay, that was like a bunch of older decks. Okay. Not that one. Yeah, it's this one. Play like the Dun or the Dun Sparse line with the enriching energy. Would that actually help? Would that be a better draw engine for something like Typhlosion? I don't know if that's just cooking too much, but I'm ready to go whenever you are. I will play. I think it was this list was the list I was trying to play. I've been trying to look at like a lot of our locals and like try and figure out like what the best play is, because this was the list that I took with me to that online tournament. I think it might have not been this exact list. It was not this exact list, so it was this list. This was the list that I took. It actually did really good online. Cerule Edge is so good for this deck, because you can lose, because you can take that single prize knockout and leave a 2-prizer. Like, as long as your stuff doesn't get prized, you're fine. Like, so like we're running like an extra like fire energy and stuff as well to counteract that. You got 1 copy Briar and Cerule Edge, and it works so good. Was having a lot of fun. I think. Actually, was it this list? Because I wasn't playing. Hold on. Okay, this was the list I took, but it had some minor changes. And I put a copy of Pokegear in here over a third turret or a third Cypher. I don't really like Cypher in this deck. I gotta be honest. I think it's an okay card in this deck. It sounds extremely weird, but I think that to be true. So we'll run this. We'll rock this list, and we'll see what we can do. Drago DJ. Is that you? I'll send a match request though. Honestly, I think I'm pretty prepared for this weekend. I think I have a pretty good shot into every deck. except for Joey, if Joey's gonna be there. Right now, that's what I'm trying to figure out is how do I play into Joey. Like, I think I just take the auto loss. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Dango mirror. Sweet. I think Joey is my biggest issue right now, though. Just trying to figure out how to play around him. I don't know. I probably shouldn't just play around him, but it would help to figure out a way to get that matchup to be better. Because it's so bad. Like, it's such a just bad. Oh my goodness, this hand. Ugh. I don't know if I'll get to stream a lot tomorrow. It's like have esports practice and stuff as that, but not too bad. I'm probably gonna edit maybe just a little bit of this video and try and make it and like a playthrough thing. Not too sure what I'm gonna do right now with content wise, but you know, I uploaded like one video like 8 months ago. I was like, okay, this is the best I'm doing right now. Wow, these are some thrilling games or some thrilling starts from Dango. This is like that Chain Pal, or not Chain Pal. That's what he had in the active. I forgot the deck I was playing. Oh, it was shoot, what is that deck called? Oh my god, I hate the deck because like I just have the worst luck with it. Raging Bolt is the Raging Bolt match in a tournament in this last tournament of Doom. I sat with one Genesect in the active. He had one Chain Pal in the active. I just happened to draw way more energy than he did. It was kind of a funny match. Oh my goodness. I don't think either of our hands are any good. Oh my god. I mean, I've got basics. Oh, there's one. Okay. I mean, I know you have the Dango, though. So I'm wondering if you have... Well, if you had Arvin, I would imagine that you would have just played it already. There's a Dango. We're going to try and find that Arvin. Honestly, there's so many Dangos in the field. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was wondering if just one copy of, not Cypher. What is the card that discards from your opponent's hand called? What is that? It's not Cypher. Oh my goodness, I play it all the time. What is that card called? Cypher? No. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to look it up. That I don't know it off the top of my head is kind of insane because I play it all the time. Do need to set up my educator account as well. I'll do that later. Ooh, I didn't even realize that you was playing the Joltik version. Honestly, not a big fan of the Joltik version. It's not a bad deck at all. I think it's pretty good. But I think just losing consistency, just being able to say, hey, I'm going to go grab energies. Awesome. I don't know. I just not a big fan of it. I don't like the Pikachu in it. I understand the Pikachu, just don't really care for it that much. I think it is like okay at best. In chat, he started blasting. Oh my goodness, I wanted to figure out what that card is called. That's actually killing me. Tournaments. Online. Decks. Okay, there's one card we wanted to see. Okay. I think that was like one of the better things I could have done, because like I don't, like I need the draw, like to play around this deck. That would have been helpful. Honestly, just kind of want to like another nest ball here. I did not receive. Not what I wanted. Grab that and that. And I have not attached energy for turn. Attach that there. Make it rain. For those two colors, right. For that one color right there. Almost discarded one too many, which I have done multiple times just to get them out of hand. Not Joltik box, that's not what I'm looking for. Xerosix. Finally found it. Xerosix Machinations. Thought about putting a copy of it in Dango. Because like a lot of Dango lists are no longer that everyone's just dropped Iono, which is kind of fair. I think Iono is an okay card anyways. I'm guessing you got counter or boss in hand. Yeah. I also don't know what like the best looking Goldango list is right now. I think every list has something unique and really good about every. I think there's something good about every list. I just don't. There's so many different ways to play Dango right now. Like there's so many different. Oof, my voice sounded weird. There's so many just lists for Goldango. Like you have the hands build. You have one that I've not seen pop up too awful much, but the one with the Charcadet, and then of course you have the Genesect build, or like the baby Genesect, baby Goldango. build of it as well. I don't know which one's the best. I guess we'll figure that out during. Shoot, what am I thinking about? What is it? Frankfurt is the first regional of the year over in Germany, which will be definitely very interesting to see how that turns out. Because I think Dango has a pretty good shot at taking first place. Okay, that puts me down to what? 4, so I need one more in hand. Not what I was looking for. I was trying to get one of the extra energies out of the discard pile. Deck. I know I have it in hand, but I always like getting every piece. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best list for Dango is right now. I like this list a lot more than I like the Joltik box build, but I think, I don't know. I just had to play around a lot more with that list, with that deck. I think I'm gonna drop a Turo. I think instead of running Turo, I kind of just want to run like 2 copies or another card of some sorts. Okay, I had to unconnect my mouse from the dock and connect it to the actual mouse itself. Kind of want to start streaming like tournaments, like late nights and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like Dango has the perfect like sweep across the board, because like I feel like it swings almost like it's like as long as you just have a pretty okay start with Dango, you have a pretty good shot into everything, like into every deck in the format. Dang. Nest ball for gimme. Oh, Pokegear, yep. Like I already know I have the 1 card in hand. The only other thing I don't like about this, the reason I don't like the Genesect build as well is just because of how many 2-prizers there are. And that's like one thing I noticed when I was actually like testing the deck to see like, okay, if I play, this many cards, this many 2-prizers, how many of those am I hitting per game? I was hitting a lot more of those and a lot less of my single prizers, which in some Dango matches, or actually a lot of Dango matches, like just starting a two-prizer just hurts. Like that's kind of one reason. Like after Worlds, I was like, okay, this deck is good, but yeah, I don't know. Just was not my cup OT, I guess. Okay, so I hit one card I did not want. I could have seen something else. Four and five. We will keep the fire energy for later. Honestly, I don't know though. Like, I think the not Genesis. I think that build of the deck is good. I don't know. I have to play it so much more. I played so much of Dango that like I see like weird lines. Like, but I don't know. I don't know if that's just me or what. But another reason I think this deck gets held back just a little bit is like if we were back in like old Dango days where like the most bosses you would run is 2, I actually think that this deck would have a much better shot in this format. But where Dango's like, okay, we have to get around Jellicent, so let's play 4. Wait a minute. 4 boss feels insanely good. Let's stick with that. You know, it's just so much more consistent. And how much I'm drawing, like how much just Dango just draws is insane. Like Dango should not have the ability to draw like 80 cards a turn. Like I love Dango, but like this card just breaks this deck so much. Like honestly, don't think they should have ever put it into the game itself. Like I think that was the worst decision that PTCGI has ever made. I think it's PTCGI, right? I honestly don't remember at this point. All the names are just kind of rushing together. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Sweet. There it is. There's the medal. Honestly, I don't think, and I've kind of started to see it this way a lot more. I don't think that needs to play a single copy of Iono. Like I used to be a huge, firm believer in, that card because I was like, okay, this card's just good. It's gonna help you get where you want to be, where you need to be. And then I was like, now that I've kept just looking at this format, I just don't see a point in it. There it is. Yeah, that's enough. Okay. I don't know. What do you think, Jamie, is like the best like Dango list right now? What do you think is the most consistent Dango list? I'll put it that way. Because, like, honestly, I think consistency in a lot of matches is key. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, your hands have been just completely bad tonight. And I don't know where I come up with the idea. I think it was from Corey when he was playing through like Worlds, and he was like, "Hey, I just hit a Dango that had Badoo in it," and that got me thinking, like, do I go back to that because, like, you know, Badoo has seen some success in my Dango list in the past, and that would help me a lot in like a bunch of different matches. Oh, okay, sweet. Honestly, I have not done a full like test run on Streamlabs. I was just like kind of upset at it, and then got it fixed. I was like, yes. Which was the list that I was wanting to play? I think it was this one that I was thinking about taking this weekend, but I still need to do some fixes a little bit more. Alright, how does that sound? Is that better? We good? Okay, sweet. I might. Oh wait, we was only running one Turo on this list. Okay, so I already done that. Turo. I think there's some auto includes that I have to include in like every deck of Dango. Ooh, I don't know. Why did I go down to 4? Why did I go down to 3 boss? Interesting. I'm playing Tool Scrapper. I think Tool Scrapper in this list or in this deck is just too. I think it's still too important. I think there's still too many decks with Genesect in it. But I think I did drop that though. I think I'm gonna drop that and go back up to a 3rd copy. Interesting. So I did drop the extra fire energy, which I did like in this list. One Night Stretcher is kind of rough, but like at this point, I think one Stretcher's actually fine. I still don't like Levincia like at all, but it's what we're running. I think Levincia in this deck actually kind of still sucks. There's been times where it's won me a few games. Still has not changed my mind. I think you could play Artisan. Artisan would be a much better stadium. Like in your deck, I understand the need to play it because, you know, you have so many electric energy already. You play 2 Levincia, you're setting up your Pikachu's better, you're setting up your, you know, stuff late game. Get energy in hand. It's bad that where Joltik comes in first half of the game. That's true. That's true, I guess. And that's, I don't know. I think it is a good list. I just think that, like, there's some times where you need Dango, like, off the bat. And I know that's why the Pikachu's in there. I still don't like the Pikachu. I think it can't, like, the Clunkachu, the Pikachu can feel, like, a little clunky. I don't know. I guess I've just got to put more time into it. I think it could be a good deck. That's true. That is true. I see that now. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of decks that want to run Iono. You've got Guardy plus Polt. That's pretty much rely on those 2 cards. One thing that I seen somebody running Pokemon League headquarters. That's true. It did win Worlds for a reason. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess around with it and just like play test with it more. I don't think it's what I want to take this weekend. I'm still not too comfortable with that version of the deck. I don't know though. I also like the Scizor. I think the Scizor in Dango is pretty baller. I also feel like another reason I know I was talking about it earlier, and it is another reason that I found I don't like that is because like if your opponent's hand is just good enough with Dango, they can just boss into your two prizers, and usually that deck wants to drop like a bunch of two prizers. Now, that is a lot of luck involved in this game. Absolutely hates me, but you know, that's kind of the one thing I've always seen with Dango is that like whoever drops the first two plays and can't get it back, you know, most of the time loses. Unless you're me and like Top Cut for Tournament of Doom, where I just like got absolutely hosed that last game. I pressed so much, it was insane. What was the other card I was gonna put in here? Oh, yeah. Another card. I don't know, Jamie. Depends on the match. You can't OHKO Pikachu without extra resources. That's true. That's fair. I can see that. You know, how well does that deck do into what Joey's playing? Because I'm curious. Or like the specific like type of deck that Joey is playing, not like what specifically Joey is playing. Because like I would imagine that deck would struggle into a deck like that. Auto loss, but Joey is... That's true. I wouldn't say everything else. I would just say that he just loses 2 matches. He loses... Well, he has an auto loss into Guardy, and I know that for sure. And I know he has an auto loss into... Typhlosion. I guess there's like some off meta decks that he would also get hit by. Guardy, Polt, Zard. Oh, that's true. The Chi-Yu. I completely forgot about the Chi-Yu. Yeah, because that match showed up on stream, did it not? And like... I think it was like super close. Honestly, don't remember. I watched a lot of day 1, watched a little bit of day 2, just because like I think I was busy or something that day. This is more than likely the list I'll be bringing though. Except I would like to play. That's true. That's what I was thinking. Did you play Galvantula? I just didn't ask it. That's true. I guess you could. But with stuff like Cape, does Cape mess you up? Because that's true. That's another reason. That's one thing that is one thing I thought when I was like trying to like put stuff in the deck. I was like, oh my god, like this is such a tight list because you have to run so many energy. You have to run, you have to run your Pikachu. You don't have to run Pikachu. I've seen a few lists that opt out, and I think they went Galvantula instead. I don't know if that's the right play, It could be. I don't know. I'm not like, I'm just like Dad. Like, I'm not a deck builder. I'm just kind of like a deck editor where I just put like my own stuff in the deck that's already decent. What was the other? I don't think it's worth for one bad rogue matchup win my math. I mean, it would help you in the Zard match. The Zard and the Grimmsnarl matchup, wouldn't it? I mean, Pikachu, I guess, already gets you the Grimmsnarl matchup, but like, definitely for that Zard match. But I guess not enough people are playing Zard right now that it matters. That's true. That's fair. I will always like that Galvantula. I think it has an insane ability. But I gotta be honest, I don't think they ever should have printed Genesect. I don't think Genesect should have ever been printed. Sorry, not Genesect. I don't think Air Balloon should have ever been printed. I think Air Balloon being printed just screwed over everyone. Honestly, tempted to go down to 2 copy of Air Balloon, though. I'm not using Air Balloon enough. Like, I gotta be honest. Because, like, if they're bossing up Genesect, they're either killing it that turn, or they are using it to lock it in the active. Yeah, like, both. See, I think that's what I heard, like, a bunch of the other pros talking about. Was like, they were like, you know, printing one or the other would have been fine, but printing both, I think printing just Genesect alone, because Dango rotates out after this format. Okay, so like Genesect still around, you got other metal decks, it's fine. But printing it with Air Balloon just makes it crazy. However, I have also heard the argument that there's not a lot of good metal decks in this format that can take advantage of Genesect other than Dango. So, like, after Dango rotates, does Genesect, unless they just print something that is just stupidly insane, does Genesect just go down? Like, is it just not as valuable? That's true, but that card's gonna have to see like so much of like extra stuff. Like, it's a pretty good deck, but it just right now in our current format just does not have enough speed or like anything. The poison build would be the best if it was good. I'm not actually read Mega Mall WoW. I'm gonna look that up right now actually, so I can read this card. Because I have not seen this. Oh, is it already out in Japan? Oh, that's right. Yeah, Japan's already been doing its whole thing. State and browser. This type does 80 damage for each prize card you have taken. Big Bite. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, this attack does 30 damage to... What? That's so weird that they would, Yeah, Greedily Devour definitely helps this deck. But, like, Big Bite, it's such a bad attack. Into, like, most things in its format. Actually, doesn't that mean that Archeldon has, like, the absolute worst, like, matchup into... Not even, like, the fire decks. Doesn't that just mean it has, like, a god-awful matchup into, like, Grimmsnarl? Because you're like, okay, you do damage. Oh, Big Bite. Oh, it's going to do 30 damage. Like, that's insane. But yeah, like, I do kind of see where you're coming from. with the Mega Mawile because it's a basic too. Oh, but then that puts another fire deck in. Okay, so other issue though, doesn't that just put 2 fire weak megas into the game? Because you already have Venusaur and you have Mawile now. So doesn't that just make EV Box even better? Because like if your opponent goes to 2, that's true. I think it could hopefully shake things up, but right now they want Zard to feast. Nah, Zard ain't feasting. You know what deck is gonna feast though? EV Box. EV Box is gonna be terrifying now, because now the issue is you're my opponent. You go down to 2 prizes. Oh, that's great. I'm gonna go into my single prizer. I have Megazord X. Okay, yeah, I forgot they printed a Megazord X. I gotta be honest. I don't know how that deck is gonna feel, but I've been working on some online lists with Zard in it. But honestly, might make Typhlosion even better. I think Typhlosion is gonna be one of the decks in the format next format, because it hits into everything well enough to where I don't think it matters. Plus, could this deck not run the Dusknoir line? Because I honestly think that's kind of what this deck's been missing, is the Dusknoir line. Because like then you don't have to run, you don't have to run Gravity Mountain, because Gravity Mountain's just kind of anyways. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna work on it. I've seen some. I think it was who was it? It was LDF and For the Win TCG, and I think it was either them or it was somebody else. I seen it on YouTube. I don't remember who did it. I'll have to find it later. But they ran a version. Whoever it was ran a version of Ethan with, like, it was the Dusknoir line. They ran. Shoot, what is that called? They ran the Dusknoir line, and they ran Ian Zoroark. I think they ran maybe like a 2-2-1-1 copy, and it looked pretty good. I of course forgot to put it on my TCG Live account, but I don't know. But also, doesn't it just make EV Box like insanely good? With like, gonna go back to that because I've just completely forgot about it and got sidetracked. Because Briar is in the format, so being able to take 4 prize cards, so like even being like behind in the game, does it even matter? Because like you're like, okay, oh, you're my opponent, that's great. I'm gonna go attach. So set up 2 Flareons, right? Flareon the active. You're gonna set up the Flareon on the bench. Then you go, okay, that's cool. So your opponent's at 2 somehow. Your opponent got to 2. We don't know how, but we'll say that's what happened. You go Crystal, or you go Wings, Crystal, Briar, Crystal, hit Mawile for 280, or Briar, and then hit Mawile for 280, and you take 4 prize cards. Or that's how I'm thinking about it. I know that's going to be so weird to set up, but even just having 3 prizes, I think makes EV Box insane. I'm probably gonna, if you want to run one more game, and then I gotta go to class tomorrow, so I got like 3 classes tomorrow, so like, probably have to just stream a little bit more tomorrow. But but I gotta be completely honest. I know I made day 2 at Atlanta, but okay, sweet. I'll probably just play one more game on the ladder. Then, but if I can be completely honest, I think for my Atlanta list, or not, either Atlanta or definitely the Atlanta list, because everybody was trying to just throw stuff. They're like Cornerstone, Mask, Ogre Pawn, and everything, instead of Dunsparce or Dunsparce EX. I totally should have just ran Scyther. I so should have just ran Scyther. Ooh, this hand is trash. Yay! Counter catcher. Scizor. Okay. So. Oh boy. A fighting energy. We love to see it. We love to see it. Oh my god, am I fighting Pikachu box? Honestly, all I want to see right now is a boss. There's a Crispin. Okay. Oh, having to Crispin? Yikes. Actually, I don't want to see a boss. I want to see a Dango. No, I want to see Genesect. And then I want to see boss on top of Genesect. Or off of the Gimme. Or off of a Dango. And then like Poffin. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. That card is so... I'm so dead. I'm just dead. Like, yeah, we just concede. That game is so bad. Maybe this is not the play for this weekend. I gotta be honest. Because it's either... I played the Scyther build. Or... I don't know. Yes, I would love to go first. Just give me a good hand. Okay. Maybe I don't play this deck. Maybe I just don't play this list of this deck. Because, like, this is bad. This is such a bad... Never mind. This opening is kind of dope. I just don't know what I really need here. I need a lot. I need at least one medal. Whoa, Tatsugiri. Oh my god, we're playing against a Tats deck. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no, he doesn't have game. If he is surprised, if he surprise pumps here, it'd be insane. But he's gonna Cinnabar War. Yeah. Okay. What? Why am I fighting this deck? Nope. Okay. This guy, man. This guy. Why would he do that? Why didn't he... Oh, I guess he didn't find it. Oh, because he attached for turn. I see. So we kind of just had to Arven. Well, Arven for what? Arven for Nestball? Nestball, Balloon, and Prey, I guess? Because all I need is one medal. All I need is just one metal energy. Just one singular energy. And we're goated. Just give me one metal. One metal game and I have it. One metal. Nope. Nope. I was so close to winning this game right here. Give me 2 gimmies. Yay! And in turn. Yes. Dang, I can't believe I missed on the Cinnabar wordplay. Which is crazy. Why am I fighting this deck? What did I do wrong in my life? I love meme strats. I think meme strats are baller. Why are we playing this? Like it's some incredible strategy when we all know it's bad. Hey, he found a Dust Noir and he found a Blaziken. You know what would be awesome right now? I'm going to be completely honest. A boss's orders plus, actually, sorry, a counter catcher. A counter catcher would be complete and utter baller. So I can just go ahead and just kill the stupid Blaziken. Actually, no, I want to kill the Tats. Killing the Tats makes so much more sense. Because then he can't do his shenanigans ever again. Which kind of sucks for him. I don't really care. Coin bonus. Draw again. Another coin bonus. Draw another time. Play a Poffin. Grab a Charcadet, I guess. That's probably a bad play, because that lets him take 3 prize cards next turn, which drops him down to 2. Not so much. It's not actually that bad of a play. Okay. Nice ball. Probably for Fez, right? Yeah. Fez! Yeah. Fez next turn. And I'm just going to have to discard all my energy right here. I don't want to. I think that's stupid. But, like, I'm not risking an Iono. Also, plus I can just go 2/2/2. And he can't go, like, some weird... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. He can't pop Dusk. Unless he has a basic. If he has a basic, he's fine. If not, he's screwed. Probably shouldn't have dropped Charcadet, though. Charcadet might have been a misplay. Oh, wait, yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. He can't do that. Haha. Because then he goes down to... If he has just one basic... Or he needs to find another basic, I guess. Needs an energy, though. A town store. Town store for crystal. No, a big air balloon. So we're not popping that Dust Noir. We are not popping. We are not seeing the pop of a Dusk. Alrighty. I don't think I can kill that with a Charcadet. I cannot kill that with a Charcadet. That kind of sucks, right? How many energies I got in here? 8? Does what? I have it in hand. I don't even know why I'm asking. 20. So 160, 190. Not enough. Let's go into a Dango. Okay. Wow. We're just going to draw the one card I need. Killer. Okay, so play that there for later. Let's go in town store. There's nothing in the deck. I just want a deck check. Okay, sweet. So there's still 3 energies in there. I'm going to deck check again because I failed to search out what I was actually looking for. Not that. Is it in here? It is not. So we did prize earthen vessel. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Okay. I mean, I've got everything in hand. I just want to draw extra cards. Boss? Not what we was looking for. I think we're fine as long as he doesn't find, like, something crazy. I don't even know if an Iono saves him here. So there's 4. And there is 4 in the discard pile. Awesome. Nest Ball. Genesect. Puts me down, what, 2? Only 2 copies? Fine with that. Still leaves me 2 more. Oh, I do remember my last thing about that deck. The Joltik box. And I don't know. You could be playing an entirely different list. And it just felt this way to me personally. I did not like the builds of it that only ran 3 copies of Superior Energy Retrieval. Like, I think that kind of felt bad. Could just be me though. Like, could actually just be me. Oh boy. Oh wait, I hit level 1? Wait a minute, what? Why did I hit level 1? I was at level 1. Wait, what? Do you hit level 1 once you hit level 100? I didn't see parries go up. I hate all of these victory poses, I think, or not poses, like all the victory crap. Like, I think it sucks. What an excellent battle. I feel like all these are like kind of mean. My strikes were just too rapid. It's crazy. Is that what you run, Jamie? Do you run my strikes are just too rapid for the Fallen? Like this. Like, this is just so mean. Don't be mad that you lost. Be happy that I won. Like, what? We'll play that. Smart players can play a poor hand well. Lies. I've got many hands where it's pass, donk, okay. Yeah, this is probably where I'm going to cut this